Good evening, everyone. It's a strange face back again, but I'm absolutely delighted to be back. And I'm very grateful to Richard for inviting me back. Tonight, I'm going to be going back to the roots of my mediumship, which is feather reading. So I just thought before we get started, I've been told, and I quite agree, we need to get the share button getting hit. So as soon as you come on, press share, invite people to the page, let them know about SPTV and what we do, because everything here is given away for free. So it's nice to give a little bit back. So if you can all hit the share button, and once we've got over 25 shares, we'll start doing the readings. So I work quite quickly and I talk quite quickly, so I'm going to try and slow that down tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about feather readings. Now, feather readings, the proper name would be plumancy, from the word plumage. The Latin word for pluma is for feathers. So feathers go back loads and loads of years. Feathers have been used throughout history for headdresses, for decoration, in telling different tribes from each other. And birds are the oldest creatures on Earth next to dinosaurs. They came from dinosaurs. So feathers have been around. They have seen the Earth evolve. They have been with us forever. Feathers have kept us warm. Feathers have shown us how to fire arrows. So feathers are very, very important. Going back in history, some of the earliest use of feathers would have been in Egyptology, actually, before First Nations Americans had them. In Egyptology, when you lived on Earth, it was believed that your heart soaked up all the good deeds and all the bad deeds that you did whilst you were here on Earth. And when your time came and you passed away, your heart was removed from your body and it was weighed against the great feather of Ma'at. And if your heart weighed more than the feather, you didn't get to ascend to heaven and you got a lesser funeral. In First Nations America, the link between spiritualism and feathers is huge. It's thought that we are here on the earth. Birds represented the in-between, nearest to the great creator up in heaven. So birds were always something to behold, something to honour. And if a bird gave you a feather, it got put in your headdress. And when you're a brave, you had maybe one or two feathers. And as you grew up through the tribe, maybe became the chief, you had the most beautiful headdress. So feathers have always been a link between heaven and earth, between us and the creator. All the feathers that you use in readings should be given freely from the bird. So in other words, you can't just go and get some that have, been put in a bag from a factory or something like that. All the feathers that I use have been donated freely from the birds, found by different people, or donated to me from someone. I learned how to do feather readings from a lady in Texas quite a few years ago, who learned it from a First Nations American. So when we're doing a feather reading, if you find a feather, you've got to think about that feather as being a letter from heaven. And you pick it up and you can keep it, see how it makes you feel. But if you bring your feather to someone like myself, I can read it like a letter from heaven. So the colour would mean something, the shape would mean something, the size would mean something, the kind of bird it came from would mean something. And that would be your loved one's way of sending you a letter from heaven. So when you find a feather, don't just pick it up and think, oh, it's a sign. It's more than a sign, it's a special letter from heaven. So we're going to explore that a little bit tonight. All my feathers that are donated to me, I was taught when I get a feather from someone as a gift to use in readings, I should ask them a little bit about where that feather came from, and that would then be incorporated into the reading. So that's what I'm going to do with the feathers tonight. I have a whole rainbow of feathers here in front of me, different sizes, different shapes, different colours, and they all have different meanings. So I'm hoping to get round as many of you as I possibly can. So I hope you're all pressing that share button. I'm going to put on my glasses and get ready just to say hello to some people. And while I'm doing that, I'll just pick up on some of the feathers and see who's going to get a reading tonight. Okay, I'm just waiting to say hello to some people. I've got my new glasses on. Hello, Becky Collins. You've got lots of prayer hands there. Prayers are like little letters going to heaven. So it's a two-way thing, isn't it? It's a two-way thing, Becky. Hi, Stace. It's lovely to see you. There's a face I've not seen in a while either. I like your haircut. It's nice to see you. I hope you'll enjoy tonight. Hello, Terry Louise. It's lovely to see you as well. Good evening. I hope you'll enjoy the feather readings this evening. Hello, Laura Grant. It's nice to see. What a jolly picture that is, Laura. You look like you're having a ball. Hello, it's Elizabeth Jones from Wales, South Wales. It's nice to see you. I hope you'll enjoy this evening also. Hello, Claire. Claire is one of my top students. Good luck, Jill. With you around, I don't need it shown it. There's another lovely lady. These are all ladies that are learning about feather readings as well, so it's lovely to see them come on this evening. Mary Gibson, hello there. It's nice to see you. You look like you're on a cruise there, but maybe it's on the beach. That's nice. Hello, Paula. Hi from Indiana. I wonder if you do feather readings there, Paula. That would be really interesting. Claire Davey, hello, Claire Davey. That's a happy picture as well. I hope you're doing well this evening. Vicky Palmer, hello, Vicky. I love all the love hearts around you. Mary Dixie, not heard of you in a while, Mary, but it's lovely to hear from you. I've been off SPT, we've been busy. Claire, hello, Claire. Good evening to you as well. Everyone's pictures are all lovely holidays, so hope they're with it. There's Nicola. Hello, Nicola, out in sunny. She's got beautiful trees behind her there. Hello, Jade. It's nice to see you this evening as well. You're all looking well. Hello, Gavin. Another beautiful countryside picture there. Love that. Hello, Linda. Hello, Linda. That's a lovely rose. Thank you. Aaron. Hello, Aaron. We've got prayers and love hearts from Aaron. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the share button. Once we've reached so many shares, we'll get on with the reading. So hit the share button. The sooner you do it. Hi, Gladys. I love your rainbow. And Demi. Hello, Demi. That's a lovely name. I like that name. Hello, Simon. Good evening, Simon. I hope you're well this evening. Natalie. Hello, Natalie. I'd love to hear from a loved one. You maybe will, Natalie. Maybe will. Okay. Hello, Eileen. Hi, Eileen Mackey. What a beautiful candle. Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. That's a nice name. I know someone called Charlotte. Stacey. Hello, Stacey. Good evening to you as well. Who else? Gemma. Hello, Gemma. Oh, I like your cat, Gemma. That's a beautiful cat. I'm a doggy person, but I do love cats as well. Hello, Christine. That's my daughter's name. That's a great name. That's a really good name. Good evening to you as well. Hello, Millie. Millie with the beautiful hair. Hello, Millie. Nice to see you. Oh, Veronica. Hello, Veronica. I know Veronica's profile picture. It's quite a well-known one. Good evening. Hello, Jackie. Nice to see you, Jackie. Hope you're well. Okay. I'm just waiting on Richard giving me the go-ahead to go. Hi, Nicola. We're all well, Nicola. Thank you. We're doing really well. I hope you are too. Hello, Shelley. New York. Wow. Nice to see you, Shelley. Is it cold in New York? I hope it's lovely. Natalie. Hello, Natalie. Your first time tuning in. Well, you're very welcome. You're in safe hands here tonight. Once you start. Hello, Sharon. Lovely Sharon, lots of love hearts from Sharon. Once you start tuning into SPTV, you don't want to stop. Hello, Karen. You get hooked. You get absolutely hooked, and then you can't stop. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you, Heather. Right, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, when I look at your profile picture, I will be drawn to pick a feather, but if you want, start popping up a colour. Hello, Gemma. Gemma didn't even know she sent a cat, and she's a doggy person too. I love dogs, love dogs. Anyway, everybody just pop a colour up on the screen, just write purple or a heart in a different colour. Hi, Mick, lovely to see you, Mick. That's a funny picture. Oh, I think it's a gnome or something. Hi, Mick. Do you know what? We'll go to Mick. We'll go to Mick straight away because, yep, Mick had lovely green round in there. Okay. Okay, so it's not Mick, it's Mick's wife. So if you can tell me your name, that would be really lovely. And I'm going to just have a little look at your profile picture there. So it's got a lot of green in it. So I'm going to go to a green feather for you. Okay, I'm just going to have. Okay, so I'm drawn to this feather for you, and I know it might look blue on screen, but I can assure you it's a green. It's a green. I might actually go with the two because you've got a bit of a blend there, okay? So when I tune into you and when I feel into you, okay, the first thing that I get, I wish I knew your name because I like to address you, it makes the link a little bit stronger. So if you can pop your name up, that would be really helpful if you're not Mick. Okay, so when I'm drawn to the green feather for you, green for me always signifies the heart area. Green is the heart chakra, so I know that there's something going on within the heart area for yourself or someone close round about you. When I talk about the heart area, you would understand someone that passed over with a heart condition or someone here's got a bit of anxiety. I feel like my heart is racing a little bit in my chest, so I know that someone has either anxiety or stress, or there's a little bit of a worry going on round about yourself right now, or for someone very... Hello, Michelle. Hello, my love. I know that there's something going on in the heart area. I hope you would agree with that, Michelle, okay? I feel as well, because I've been drawn to pick two feathers for you, you in the past, or there's something going on where you feel like you've been pulled in two different directions, or loyalties, you know, we had to choose loyalty somewhere, okay? I definitely feel like I've got a lady stepping forward for you, Michelle, who is working away with me with these feathers here this evening, okay? So I'm just going to see what she's got to say about this, okay? I do feel as well, Michelle, that she draws me to more the blue coloured feather here. So I know that there would be speech and communication issues either with this lady before she passes, or you would understand where someone here is having communication issues, not feeling like their voice is heard very well. I also feel that there would have been perhaps a little bit of jealousy somewhere. Someone would have thought that you had all your ducks in a row, but maybe you don't. Maybe you're just very good at masking what is really going on underneath. So you would perhaps be a bit of a swan. I'm going to use a bird reference, a bit of a swan gliding on the surface, but underneath your legs will be pedaling at 10 to the dozen, trying to keep yourself afloat in life. Would you understand that, Michelle? I hope you can answer me, and I can get the comments up, okay? Just going to give it a minute to pop that back up, okay? So if you can just answer, please, Michelle. Yes, I can take that, your mum, that's great, okay? Now, I feel like for some reason, I'm not saying that you are the youngest in the family, but there is a young feeling about you where perhaps you feel a bit, yes, okay, you feel a bit alone or a bit childlike. Whenever we have issues with mum or we lose mum, it kind of makes us feel like a child again. We feel a bit vulnerable. So I want to go to the smaller feather and feel like things are all new and new things are happening, but it's not really enjoyable, or you're a bit filled with trepidation about it. There's a bit of a worry behind that, okay? I also feel you would understand, and I'm going to go back to this, where you may not have felt like your voice was heard or words that you used were valid or appreciated. You may not have ever felt you won in an argument with someone, but I definitely feel like you didn't ever feel like your opinion was sought after, or if you did have an opinion, nobody's listening or someone just shuts you up, okay? Which is a bit unfair, okay? All the feathers have an upside and they all have a slightly more deeper meaning. So the upside is new things are coming. There will be a path coming for you. And because I've picked two, I feel there are two paths for you, Michelle. You can go one way or the other. Now, when I always get two paths, it means you can stay on the path that you're on, and it will be a little bit bumpy, but it's safe, you know that path. The ending will be okay, nothing bad's going to happen. Or you can jump off that path and have a wonderful adventure, and there'll be mountains and bumps in the road, but at least you'll be having fun, or it'll be an adventure. The good news is you can step back off that path and go back to where you were. So maybe it's time to take a little bit of a risk in life. see what else is out there, or tell someone, I'm doing it my way. Don't tell me what to do all the time. So I feel very much you might get, people might say, what do you want to do that for? Why are you doing that? Ignore everybody. Go with what your heart is telling you. Now, these are very much the heart chakra feathers. They're fluffy. They're not, you know, I've got other feathers. I'll show you an example. Completely different. It's rigid and straight. Your heart is very fluffy, very full of love. You don't like arguments. You would maybe rather be someone's friend than fall out with them. But sometimes you've got to just pull up your big Bridget Jones pants, Michelle, and you've got to fight for yourself, okay? Because if you keep being that fluffy, soft person, people are going to keep taking advantage of you. When you turn, they'll not know what's coming. You've got to be a little bit stronger and not let people take advantage of you, okay? Now, I know this is quite a common name, but that lady just shouted the name John into me. So you would understand the John, the Jonathan, the Johnny, but that name would be relevant within your family somewhere. I really feel like I've got to give you that. Now, I know that you've got a Mick and I know I've got a Michelle, but I want to give a Michael. So I have to give a proper name, Michael. Now, whenever I get the name Michael, it doesn't matter how I get it, it always means cut the ties from the past. Archangel Michael is the warrior of heaven, and when he sees you're in trouble, he's the one to call on. He comes down and with his great big sword, he cuts all the ties that are holding you back, or cuts the ties to the past. So you must have something that is playing over and over and over in your head that's maybe a little bit traumatic. You can take the John, that's fine. It's maybe a little bit traumatic. It's maybe a drama or something that has completely wounded you. Well, time to heal that wound and move on, because that isn't what defines you. You are what defines you. So it's the heart feather. Find joy in your heart, Michelle, okay? Find joy in your heart. Give yourself a big hug. Go look for a feather. Keep it. Take it, read it, see what you feel from it, and take some comfort from it, okay? Thank you very much for answering, and I'm glad you could take all that. Lots of love, Michelle, okay? So thank you. Keep hitting the share button, everyone, because that's what keeps this channel going, okay? And we'll get some more names up. So you've kind of seen how I do a reading. I'm drawn to a colour, perhaps it's through your profile picture, or perhaps I'm just drawn to a colour. And as I'm working with a feather, Christine Maris, I found a J feather, Jill. Right, okay, we'll go with you, Christine. And I'll tell you why we'll go with you, because you've got the same name as my daughter, so you've got to be a nice person. So we'll go with that, okay? I'm going to pick a feather for you anyway, Christine, okay? But we'll talk about the J feather, okay? The J feather is about laughter. The J feather is about finding laughter. Jay birds are funny little birds. They are squawky, funny, hilarious little birds. So they carry this energy with them that whenever you see one of these birds, they make you want to smile. They're like crows. Crows hop about crazy and they bring joy to people. So all the energy in their feathers brings upliftment, joy, laughter. So if you found a J feather, Christine, someone in spirit is wondering where your smile has gone, my lovely. They want you to take a risk. Straight away, it springs into my mind the initial J. So you would be able to take the J initial, either living or passed away. Also, ever heard of someone jaywalking, taking a risk, stepping out into traffic? Now, we're not suggesting you do that, not for a minute, but it is about finding your laughter, stepping out of your comfort zone and saying, hooray, throw caution to the wind. And you maybe feel sometimes like life is passing you by or things are getting a little bit stale. Well, I just say nonsense to that, because you're as young as you feel, you're as dangerous as you want to be. Have an adventure. Birds don't care. These bird feathers that I've got in front of me, some of the birds that gave these feathers, they have been places that human beings will never be. This is why I love working with feathers. These feathers could have sat at the top of a mountain that humans will never be able to access. They see things and soak up things. So your grandson's Jason, there you go. Be like that. be like the jaybird, be like that bird that takes the risk, okay? Now I'm going to pick a little feather for you, and I am really, really drawn to the rainbow of people in front of you, so I'm going to go with the rainbow feather for you, okay? Now, some of my feathers have been decorated by children that have got autism, ADHD, Asperger's, and the energy and the love that they put into these feathers is just amazing. And this one was made by a little girl that is a little bit ADHD. So you would understand, round about you, Christine, where someone is a little bit up, a little bit down. They're either pinging off the walls or they're very, very low in the mood. You would maybe have had difficulties within your family vibration with someone who maybe has a bit of an imbalance in their moods, or swings and roundabouts, happy one minute, sad the next minute. I feel, I'm tuning into your picture, and I really feel, again, I have a lady stepping forward for you as well, who, I have to say, Christine, she's a no-nonsense lady, this one. I feel like she wants to come and tidy up all my feathers sitting here. Thank you, Christine, okay? And I know that she helped draw me to the rainbow and draw me to this now. Whenever I get the rainbow feather in a reading and I'm drawn to the rainbow, I know that Spirit come forward to say, it's a promise. It goes back to an old Sunday school Bible story where the rainbow gets put over the earth and God promises never to flood the earth again. So this lady comes forward for you, Christine, saying she either made a promise to you or you spoke to her, you loved the rainbow, your great-granddaughter. See, it's relevant, okay? So what I have to say is this lady is telling me that you either sat with someone as they passed over to Spirit side, or you wanted to be there, or just missed it. But there's something about the moment of passing or being with someone as they pass to Spirit. Now, the rainbow feather also signifies health, good health. So this lady sends good health your way. It's also the chakra feather, so it's about bringing balance into your life. I feel perhaps you've got a few little things going on with you, perhaps a long ongoing condition. Now, we don't open up people's personal business here on a public forum, but she does talk about how, oh, you've got a few things going on there, don't you? You've got a few things going on. She does talk about maybe feeling a bit exhausted, physically and mentally exhausted. She also gives me the impression that someone here is getting a little bit forgetful, because I'm drawn to the top of the feather now. This is how we read a feather. And I don't know if you've noticed, I've just noticed my feather tonight has grown a little chink in the top, and it's up by the purple, which would be third eye area. So I know that someone, well, there you go, it's about the moment of passing. I'll go back to that. It's about the moment of passing. It's about the words that are said, the comfort that you've brought people as they've passed over to Spirit, okay? So I know I'm going to go to this. The little chink in the top, and it's all up in the head area, would tell me there has been like gaps in someone's thinking, or gaps in someone's memory, or there's things in your life that you would just like to blot out. Just make it a gap and make me not remember that again, because it's too heartbreaking, it's too upsetting, okay? I am drawn down to the red area on the feather. That would signify where you're feeling a little bit scared just now, maybe have a few fears, a few phobias, a few worries going on, but you're very stoic and you're just a typical, you know, hard-working lady. You just get on with it and try not to be a burden or moan about it to anyone, okay? Now, I know that since COVID, this is also a signal. The rainbow is also the sign for the NHS. So you would understand the healthcare worker, the nurse, someone who works in that kind of profession, or a care home, or even a doctor's surgery, but definitely there would be the caring person round about you as well, okay? This lady just came in and said, your hair's really nice in that picture, but is that you? She's looking as though that's not you, it's not you. So I don't know if that is you in that picture, or that lady saying it doesn't look like you, but I feel like that picture's very different from you, or how you are just now. either that or it's not you. But she's just talking about that picture as well. She's also saying about the glasses as well. So I know that there's a vision change or there's visual disturbance going on somewhere as well. You would also be able to, I heard a hand, bless you, that's lovely. Thank you. We need people to do things like that, Christine. I know that this lady is saying, she's doing a lot of music coming in. So there would be a musicality about someone in your family. They could either play an instrument or you were a healthcare worker. Okay, there you go. That's what that brought in, okay? But they're also just saying the healthcare worker that likes the music or the person that sang as they were working. So you get 10 out of 10, gold star, well done you. You care more about others than you do about yourself, okay? But she does say you're not yourself at this moment in time. So we need to just figure out how to uplift you, okay? Now, your name's Christine, but I'm getting a strong Margaret coming in. So either it is me taken today, okay? I'm getting a strong Margaret coming in for you. So the M-A-R name, Margaret, Maggie, Greta, a name like that comes in for you as well. And I can hear this lady singing churchy songs. I'm not saying she was a churchy person, but she does like the music or does like the sound in a church. And it's how great there are. So you love the music as well, but she's bringing in music. So I know that she's saying when you're trying to figure out how to get that chin up and how to uplift yourself, stick some music on and dance around like no one's watching, okay? She makes me close my eyes, okay? She brings in the initial E for you as well, so I'm not sure what the E is, but it's a flowery E, so I know it's for a lady. So that would equate to be like an Elizabeth, an Ellen, an Aileen, an Eileen, Eleanor, but there is an E name somewhere round about you also as well, okay? Can I just say as well, there's a jaggy side to someone, because this lady just, I don't normally do this with this feather, but it jagged me. So I know that there's a jagginess to someone, or there's a nippy attitude with someone that you maybe got the sharp end of, and apologies, my people, love how great that are. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That came in really strong, that song for you. I know that there's a nippiness about someone, or you were the target of someone's upset, perhaps before the past, they're not feeling well, and you get their nippiness. So I know that there's apologies coming over from Spirit towards you for just smiling and getting on with it, even though your heart was breaking, okay? I'm just going to ask for something. Before I leave you, this lady wants to bring in bright yellow daffodils for you. So I know that going into the spring months, it would bring a memory of a passing, a birthday, an anniversary. But within the spring months, March, April, May, the uplifting months that would have maybe brought a passing or a memory of someone's birthday. So she's saying the daffodils can get picked now. I don't know if she insisted on them staying in the garden, but I can definitely see her saying the daffodils can get picked now, you've got my permission. So go out and snip the daffodils and put them in a vase for yourself. There must have been a garden where there was just loads of daffodils in, because she's showing me lots of daffodils. I actually feel like I'm going to sneeze because they make me quite allergic, but that's what I'm getting. So you would probably actually understand that as well. That's why she's put that on me. Someone who would sneeze with daffodils. You did get the sharp end of someone. Well, take the apology because it's forthcoming tonight, okay? Thank you, Christine, for popping on tonight. I hope you stay on and you enjoy the rest of the readings. And if you do like it, hit the share button, tell your friends, and share the great news of SPTV, okay? Thank you for letting me read for you, Christine. I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm going to get a little sip of water. Okay. Hi Louise, hello. We're just going to pop up some more names and I'll say hello to some people. Blessed and hello there. Hello. Hi Rhonda. Oh, look at that doggy. Oh, can't resist a dog. Absolutely love dogs. I do a lot of work for dogs. Hi Donna. Hello there. How are you? That's a great picture as well. Debbie Jones. Hello Debbie. It's nice to meet you this evening. Cheryl Johnson, hello. Oh, look at those birds. Can I go to Cheryl, please? And I'll tell you why I want to go to Cheryl. Hi, Brian. Hello, my love. Hello, Brian. I hope I've got a couple of people on here, and I know that wherever I work, they come to watch me. and they always have me on a big screen, and it terrifies me to think they're getting this up close. So, you know, if you need therapy, it's not my fault. Cheryl, hello. The reason I'm drawn to you, Cheryl, is the bird that you've put up is significant. It's a red cardinal. So I don't know if anybody knows what a red cardinal is, but my friend in Texas, that's another friend, Sandra, she sees red cardinals. I would give anything to see a red cardinal in real life. So Cheryl, if it's okay to work with you, just put up a yes. But I'm going to pick the colours that you've put up, Cheryl, which would be the reds and the blues, okay? Yeah, I know you've got blue, but you're getting red as well. That's just how it works, okay? So got your feathers here. Now, the feathers that I've chosen for you, Cheryl, some of my feathers, I won't get some of my worst ones out, but they're about 20 years old, and I never throw a feather out. The girls laugh at me, but I never throw a feather out because it has soaked up emotion. It's seen all sorts of different emotions, from happiness to sadness. So some of my feathers are quite old, and these are two of my oldest feathers right here. Now, the red feather, I'm gonna just put that aside just to start with. I'm going to work with the blue one just now, okay? So Cheryl, I have got a gentleman coming forward for you. And the very first thing that he tells me with this blue feather is, again, blue is all about the throat chakra. So you will understand the person that smoked. I'm not saying it's this gentleman, but you would understand the person that smoked, because, or you smoke, or you would know who is smoking, because I feel this area here, which is the blue, is a bit clogged up. It's a bit raw. So either someone had breathing difficulties before they passed over to spirit side, or you would understand someone that had the smoker's cough, or a cackly voice. But I definitely feel issues either in lungs or high up respiratory issues in this area before someone passes over. Again, I want to tell you that I don't feel your voice gets heard sometimes. I think you maybe blow up sometimes because you've had enough, but at other times you just sit there thinking, what's the point? What's the point? And I feel you've had quite a rough time, or quite a hard time of it, either with other people's behaviour, or just some a set of things that have happened in life that have kind of knocked your feet from under you as well, okay? This blue feather always takes me to the month of August. So whether you can understand the month of August or not is neither. You do take that, that's fine. Just you keep listening. I get the comments a little bit later, but just you keep listening. So the month of August for me would hold either a birthday, a passing, a memory, an anniversary, something of that description. It would signify the number 8. 8 is a very, very, very lucky number in Chinese belief, okay? But if you turn it on its side, it's also infinity. So I feel your heart's been broken as well, and someone that you thought you'd have forever has gone back home to spirit side. This feather always tells me you are a great believer in this. You're probably a little bit intuitive yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if you've always had an interest in this, or you would love to join a group, or perhaps you already are in a group. But I know that you would have an interest in this. In fact, this feather is usually picked by people who quite love to go around a little haunted building or a castle, and would love that side of spiritual curiosity also, okay? This feather is a little bit bedraggled, I have to say. So I know that I have to say to you, you are feeling a little bit bedraggled. You might feel like, oh gosh, do I have to get up and do this again? Or I'm tired, or I can't be bothered. You know, do I have to do my hair to go out? You're maybe just feeling a little bit plummeting down at this moment in time, okay? I do have to say to you that you would understand a very, very tragic passing as well, because I feel I have a tragedy in your life somewhere. You highly believe in spirit. I know that you would hear things going on round about you. I know that you would think, oh, what's that noise? And, you know, you're beginning to really tune in and pick up on things, okay? So don't forget that I said about something in this area. If you can't take it for someone in spirit, then someone here has had issues in this area. Heart, lung, higher up respiratory problems. Maybe just someone's had a really bad flu just now, but I am feeling it in this area as well. I'm going to just halt right there because I've just got a gentleman come right in, and he is a carry-on. He is a laugh of a man, and the first thing that he did was show me his bald head and I'm not saying he's got a comb over, but he's not got a lot of hair on the top. And I know that he's laughing about it, going, oh, where's all my hair gone? Because he's mucking about with my feathers, wanting to sort of put them on the top of his head. So I have got someone coming forward, and I just feel like he is saying he never took anything seriously, and there's someone here like this. I feel you need someone to be taking you seriously, and they're just making jokes about things, or just not listening, not wanting to knuckle down to making a decision or getting something sorted out. Okay, I know as well that when I get this feather, it's a time to redecorate. So you must be nagging someone, or you've just redecorated, or you want to decorate, or you're not happy with something in the house. But this is always about, oh, you know, I'm not happy with this. Ah, right, I did pick up on the chesty, fluey thing in that area. So I know that they're also talking about your house where you must be looking around with a very critical eye, saying, not happy with that, that's looking a bit tired, that's looking a bit dated, or I just regret doing that. So there are changes coming in a household as well, okay? This also signifies the boy that is maybe a young man that you would know, son, brother, cousin, nephew, whose mood dips. One of these guys that's a little bit deeper, doesn't speak their thoughts, that would be in round about you as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to the red, and you're going to laugh at the red feather because it is quite a poor, sad feather. It looks really beautiful, but it's a bit broken. Okay, that is relevant. You look okay, but you're feeling a little bit broken. At some stage of your life, you perhaps had to pick yourself up and start again in life, perhaps had to reinvent. Yeah, I want to do your kitchen, okay? Get someone to help you, just go do it. I feel life has broken you a little bit, or you would understand where something pulled your life to a standstill, or you had to pick yourself up, move and start again, or you felt very unsupported or very unsafe in life at some stage. Perhaps someone didn't treat you very nicely, or perhaps you just didn't feel safe or didn't feel happy. Perhaps you woke up one day and thought, what's going on? How did I get to this? Okay, but I feel like you were a little bit broken at one stage, and it's been very difficult to glue yourself back together. Okay, I really feel as well, I get a strong feeling from this gentleman as well, that someone's behaviour worried you, or someone's choices in life might have worried you, or someone's a little bit stubborn, but it's about getting people to comply, getting people to make better choices in life as well. Okay, I actually feel, I'm going to say this again because it's coming in again. I know you're saying about your daughter, but I really feel like someone else either had to get a camera down. It did, but just pull myself. Good for you. Good for you. That's what I do. When life throws you lemons, make lemonade and then chuck some gin in it. Definitely pull yourself back up. It's not easy. Anyone that says, oh, just pull yourself together, it's not that easy. If you can do it, you do it. But just be careful, Cheryl, because you do it so many times that you do begin to get a little bit tired. Make time for you. Okay, now as I'm talking to you, I do get the feeling of either a bleed in the head or a stroke or an aneurysm, but that would go with that feather as well, where something happens, but it's within the head space as well. Okay, I've got the initial W for you, and I'm just going to see if they're going to give me what it is. Okay, so it would be a William. It would be a William. It would be William. I feel I've got the name William, and I have to give you a David as well. Okay, so two men's name. Yeah, it's not easy, lovey. Two men's name that I have to give you, William and David. Okay, and there's also, there must be two birthdays close together, or someone passes near someone's birthday, because I get a duality about something as well, and I get the number 2 to give you also. So 2 would represent either February, the 2nd of a month, 2 in a door, but I have to give you the number 2 as well. If you don't know where this is, just watch for it. Watch for number 2 popping up somewhere, or 222, something like that, but 2 will be relevant. Okay, you definitely right. So I'm going to do what I William's there. I would say it's more a Bill or a Billy, but I'm going to give you the William anyway. go back 2 nights, and I feel that something was going on 2 nights ago where these spirit people were around you 2 nights ago, just trying to either calm you down or stop you being so angry or soothe you off to sleep, or you weren't feeling well or there was something going on. But 2 nights ago, someone was in round about you just trying to bring you a little bit of comfort and a little bit of calm, okay? I'm just going to ask, I always like to ask for something for you before I go. Okay, they're bringing in luck with a job, sending luck for a job. So I don't know if someone's looking for a new job or someone doesn't like the job they're in or is having difficulties within an employment, but they just said luck with a job, or changing the career or the job prospects, but luck with a job to change life around, okay? And I'm going to leave that with you, Cheryl. I hope you enjoyed your little feather reading, and thank you for accepting the information that I gave you this evening, okay? I'm going to get another drink. I'm super healthy tonight. I've got my water with lemon. Okay, we're going to go away to the adverts just now, but don't go away anywhere. We'll be back really, really soon. Okay, thank you for tuning in.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting our annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives through spiritual acts of kindness. Candidates can register and put themselves forward to be acknowledged. Viewers can also nominate who they feel should be recognized for an achievement. Exclusively broadcasted live on SPTV, with 100% of the public votes being announced on Saturday the 27th of May from 7:30 p.m. For more information, please visit awards.spiritualpsychicstv.online. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together. My Spiritual Designs, ethical creativity for spiritual people. myspiritualdesigns.com. A new service offering graphic and website designs, along with video animations for those who serve spirit in their own way. We can create promotional videos with voiceovers and music, and custom-made apps. There are no monthly or yearly fees. No off-the-shelf solutions, all personalized to match your own unique vision. Our website deals offer your very own online events, service booking system which accepts PayPal and Stripe payments, a contact form, gallery, and video player. Our website deals starts from as little as £150 up to only £210. For more details, please visit myspiritualdesigns.com. Rachel Galbraith joins us tomorrow from 8 p.m. for an evening of palmistry and tarot readings.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying around. I hope you're enjoying this evening. So, a little bit of an exciting giveaway on SBTV. If you would like to win a set of, they're up on the screen, Dragon Path cards, all you have to do is leave a review. Isn't that easy? So just put up a review on the page and you will automatically be entered. It's free entry for a chance to win those Dragon Oracle card pack by Caroline Mitchell. So just tell us what you think about SBTV on the Facebook page under the review section. Yeah, go and tell us how wonderful we all are. That would be terrific. Okay, so thank you very much. So we'll get back into the feather readings. So if you're sorry, yeah, we'll do. Richard just reminded me, it's not something that I do easily, but plug myself. So I'm just going to very, very quickly tell you, I have a Facebook page and it's a Celtic spiritual page. It's called Anam Cara. Anam Cara in Celtic means soul friend. Mo Anam Cara means my soul friend. So you've learned a little bit of Gaelic Celtic culture tonight. You can join that page I also have another page which is specifically for my students. I have over 20 students that I teach. I teach workshops all over the place. I do open circles, I do lives, I do giveaways, raffles. So the page that you would be looking for is called Tree of Life page. And on that page, I have my students come on and they practice on people for next to nothing, sometimes just a little donation or for free. So please, if you want to join that page, look for Tree of Life page, and one of the lovely girls will add you onto it. We do a service quite often on a Tuesday. I don't always do it, but the girls do it, and it's a spiritual service where everyone is free to join in, and they do readings. We work with colour, numerology, we do sand scrying, we do cards, we do mediumship. We do so much on that page. I've got one lady that works, I don't know if you'll remember, but sometimes your granny had a button box, and she works with buttons and auras. We've got ladies that work with seashells. When you think about it, if you go back in the 17th century, what did we used to do? What we're doing now, everything in nature, bones and grain and feathers and things like that. So this is just a modern version. So pop on Tree of Life page or Anam Cara. If you can't find me, just send me, if you can't find the page, just send me a message and I'll pop you on it, okay? And you might win a reading there. We're doing giveaways all the time, all the time. I've got people in my group from all over the country, people that pop in from Texas, Boston, Canada, New Zealand, all over the place. So you'll make a lot of lovely friends. Right, we'll just see who's sitting here waiting still. All right, Friday, is that Richard? Okay, okay. Don't forget that Veronica Jenkins is doing a Red Nose Day on Friday. So if you look up Veronica Jenkins, Veronica does an awful lot for the spiritual community. You'll easily find her, but there is a Red Nose Day of readings going on. So if you pop on that and have a look, I'm sure you'll find something that'll pique your interest, okay? Right. Okay, Richard's going to pop a link up for that as well. Okay, superb. Lots of things going on. I'm learning so much going on SPTV tonight. Right, let's see who else is there. I'm going to have a little scroll down the names. So if you just say hello to me, keep hitting the share button, like, and don't forget to put a review up. Hello, Nicola Humphreys. Thank you for that. Nice to see you. I'd just like to look through. Hello, Terry. Nice to see you as well. Okay, we're just saying hello to some of the other people. Spirit of Love, hello. Kelly McKeating, hello. Hello, Richard, Jill, and big love to all. Thank you so much. Joanne Lewis, hi, Joanne. I'm going to go to, can I go to Joanne, please? Because I really just was straight away pulled to Joanne's beautiful pink round her head there. That cerise pink just drew me in, Joanne, and that lovely smile. So I hope it's okay to work with you. And I'm just going to pull up. I'm just matching up this feather, okay, and just getting a feel for it, okay. Joanne, it must be a night for the ladies, because I definitely feel a lady coming forward for you as well. And can I just say, this lady, what a character. What a character. I feel a hearty laugh with this lady, but she does draw me to her knees and her legs. So I don't know if you would understand the lady that is now in spirit that would have had an issue with her knees or her legs. I don't know if she found it difficult to walk near the end, whether this is mum or grandma, but she definitely talks about her legs and her feet. And whew, get off my feet. I feel like she just wants to get off her feet. Now, if you can't understand that for this lady, I want to give that to you, Joanne, okay? That there's definitely an issue with getting the feet up at the end of the day, or feet, you know, when you've been walking or doing the feet pounding and just wanting to soak them in water, but definitely get off your feet, okay? Now, she does talk about a blood sugar condition with someone. So you would perhaps know someone that likes sweeties or chocolates or candy or something, but she does talk about the person with the sweet tooth, or the person that does love desserts and cakes and biscuits and things like that, okay? So she brings, I can actually taste the sugary taste in my mouth, okay? So I hope you can understand that. Now, this cerise pink is all about love, 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 okay? She talks about a great family, or where the family were very, very close at one stage, or a family where cousins mixed together is the feeling that the lady gives me. She now makes me feel very, very breathless in my chest. Different from the last feeling that I had in the chest area. She makes me feel breathless and tired. Breathless and tired. I also feel like she wants to show me an inhaler. So I don't know if you would understand an asthmatic condition, or a wheezing condition somewhere, either with her or with someone here. But she does bring up the wheezing condition also, okay? Now, with this, she does tell me as well, okay, again, this lady's all about the food. I've got to say, she's all about food. All she keeps saying is, oh, I like to cook this and I like to cook that, and oh, I'm not telling anyone what was in that, that's my secret. So she's a great cook, or you're a great cook, but she's on about the lovely meals and the lovely food that would be around, okay? She wants to turn this into a quill. She puts it in my hand like a quill. So I know that you need to sign something, or you need to check documents, or forums will be coming that you will need to sign or check over very, very carefully, Joanne. So watch out where forums will come, and you will need to have a really keen eye to make sure everything is okay. She also gives me the feeling that you've not had something fair. There's a bit of an imbalance somewhere. Perhaps you would understand where one side of the family wasn't as close as the other side, or didn't bother about that side of the family as much as the other side. So there's a little bit of an imbalance here somewhere, okay? She also talks about someone having ear problems, not hearing properly, or kind of like my dad, selective hearing. He can hear when he wants. So I know that I've got a bit of selective hearing going on there also. I feel, Joanne, this lady is talking about someone who travelled a little bit, or changed countries, or moved around the country that they live in, but there's a moving or changing houses that would be in roundabout somewhere, okay? So that's okay. I'm just, yeah, it just that just threw me there. Sorry, it threw myself and Richard there as well. Just the profile picture changed. I thought, oh, I'm speaking to the wrong person, but I'm just going to look at it now. Joanne, I really feel as well that you would understand a heart condition, because as that changed to that picture, that made my whole feeling change. When we do readings, we very much look at the person, look at the feather, make the connection. So as I look at that as well, I know at the start I spoke about Egyptology, and you've got the Egyptian eye on there. Yes, there's a distance in the family. Now, I feel there's a distance in the family in two directions, geographically and emotionally. We don't talk to someone, or I don't see someone, or we've fallen out. There's been a fallout somewhere as well, okay? Now, I feel that someone had chickens, because this is turning in a chicken feather now. So I don't know if you would understand someone that kept birds, maybe had a pet bird, or chickens, but I definitely get the feeling of a domesticated animal that was a bird. So whether someone kept chickens or kept a bird of some kind, but I know that I've got a feeling of it's more than just a feather, it's a bird as well, okay? Now, she does talk about someone who would have been very religious, who is sort of into the saints. Yeah, you're into Egyptology, I can tell that straight away. You would totally resonate with the feathers, Joanne. You would be really good at doing feathers yourself, to having a go at doing them and learning a little about the history of feather readings, plumancy. Yeah, I feel as well you're trying to, I'm very aware of what I'm doing with the feather as I'm talking to you, and I feel that you would be trying to straighten someone, maybe in Jamaica. Oh, very good. I wish I was your friend and had friends in Jamaica. I'd be hinting for a holiday. I really feel, as I'm playing with this feather here, it's like trying to straighten someone out. So I don't know if you would understand where Someone might think they're going to stray off on a bit of a path, but this lady that I have with me is coming in going, absolutely not. She wouldn't be scared to just, we don't do it now, but smack a bottom or give a little whipping on the bum. But she definitely tells me that we're trying to straighten someone out and keep them going in the right direction. They might be tempted to not bother about this or not bother about that, but she said, get them in line. And she's really quite strong about that. She wants to put a smile back on your face that really does come from the heart. She makes me feel as though you smile all the time, but is it really how you're feeling inside? So that smile has to be real and not just because you're hiding a lot inside. I have to give you the name Arthur, or a name like Arthur or Albert, but Arthur or Albert, definitely an A sounding name somewhere within your family also, okay? And you would send up a lot of prayers, or you would be really good at manifesting. When you put it out into the universe and say, let it be, let it be. Someone's getting a little bit, get them in line. I wouldn't mess with this lady, not at all. She's a tough chick. But definitely you would manifest really well, Joanne, and be able to call out to the universe or put a little bit of magic up there and ask for something and know that you'll get it and have absolute trust that you will get it, okay? Last thing I'm going to give you is she does talk about, this makes me feel like you were in a little bit of fear at one stage of your life. Maybe someone made you feel unsafe. Maybe someone was a bit of a bully, or there was a bit of a toxic relationship somewhere. But I definitely feel you would understand. You can take Arthur. Thank you. It's such an unusual name for me to get, but I'm glad you could take it. So yeah, the last thing I'm going to give you as well is she talks about a car that needs to go to the doctor. It's like, that car's not very well. That car isn't keeping very well. It needs a bit of an MOT. So maybe a car that you would understand, it's sort of not doing so well. So just be careful with the car. Maybe get it a little bit of a check-up, check the tyres, things like that. I'm asking for a gift for you because I always ask Spirit to give you something. She wants you to do something with the curtains and the drapes and the blinds in the house. So I don't know if they're not fitting or broken, but she takes me into your house and shows me blinds and curtains and fittings. Come on, you can do better than that. This lady would have loved colour. She would have loved colour, patterns, flowers, and I think she wants you to just brighten your life up, and she throws loads of flowers at you, lots and lots of flowers at you, Joanne, just to lift your heart up a little bit, okay? And she blows kisses at you as well, okay? So I'm going to leave her love with you. Thank you, Joanne, for letting me work with you, okay? Get another drink. I'll yeah, we'll do Richard. Yeah, I'm a workhorse, Richard. I like to keep going. Once us Scottish ladies are known for talking, we call it blethering. Once we start blethering, we don't know when to stop. Okay, so let's just say hello to someone else. Okay, see who else is there. I hope you're enjoying this. Don't forget to leave a review and you will get a chance to win a set of cards for free. Your name will go in. So hi Rhonda. Hello Rhonda. Hello Carol. Like that's one of my best friends' names. Someone's messaging me to say well done, but we're not. Hi Jodie. Hi Jodie. Hi Emma. People that have said, oh, you'll get me on that page, they're already sending friends requests. Hi Ivy. Oh, what a lovely name. Can I go to Ivy? What a lovely name. That name just pulled me right in. What a beautiful, beautiful name. I love that name. Okay, let me just have a little think about Ivy. Okay, Ivy, if you just answer me. Okay, right, I'm going to go for this white. I'm going to be pulled to the white because I'm more drawn to the two little white squares there. And okay, do you know this? We don't often do this big one, but I'm just looking. When you put up colours and then I'll look at you as well, I just like to have a little look there. Okay, Ivy, as I draw into you, I feel there would be either a teaching connection or someone that tells other people how to do things. But if not, I've got quite a bossy lady here. She's quite bossy, but looking at the feathers as well, I just want to sweep. It's like she just wants to sweep everything out of your way. You must have a heavy workload, Ivy, put it that way. It's like she wants to clear your desk and say, throw the whole lot in the bin, stop worrying about it, have a day off, put your feet up. It doesn't matter. So I don't know if you've got a heavy workload or you would know someone who does have a heavy workload that's really getting to them, or they bring the work home or the worry of work home, but it's all about worry. Now, as this, I've got a gentleman as well now, okay, I feel I've either got your dad or your granddad here also. I'm going to work with this green feather to start with, because that's what I was pulled to start with. You would either understand a military connection, army, navy, something like that, but I definitely get like the khaki uniform or an old style uniform. So perhaps going back in the family, you would understand the military person or the person that joined up. Maybe didn't see war, but definitely joined up, okay? Within this, I feel either you have got to be quite a disciplinarian in your life, or you would understand who was quite a disciplinarian, someone who is a bit unyielding, likes things done a certain way. Perhaps you would also understand where there's a little bit of OCD. Now, I've got no room to talk because I'm a little bit OCD. I've got a few little quirks and things like that as well. But someone would like things just so. They would maybe have difficulty regulating their emotions. So I don't know if you can understand someone that is perhaps a little bit autistic or a little bit quirky or different. But I definitely have a feeling of someone who likes things just so and would struggle if routine was broken. Or people don't, you do, okay, or they don't follow the rules, or you would have a great sense of fair play and don't like it when people take advantage of others. You would have a strong sense of balance and doing the right thing. You would be one of these people, if you saw someone drop money, you would have to run, pick it up and go, there you go, you've dropped it. You couldn't keep it. You would have to do the right thing. And I feel that must cause you a great deal of angst or anxiety when others go, oh, calm down. If I hear that word chill out one more time, that people maybe say to you, chill out, calm down, don't be stupid. But that's just how you are. You like to do things properly and follow the rules, because if we follow rules, it means everybody gets a fair go in life. I do feel, however, you would understand someone in your vibration within your family or friendships who's got a bit of a stinking temper, who would simmer away and then go up like a rocket, and it's like, oh, they're off again, you know, they're quick to temper, or can be quite determined, okay? Now this feather is all about, and just hearing out with this, self-destruct. You would perhaps follow the rules to a point where you can get, you know, if it's not done right, it doesn't sit well with you and you can't let it go. You cannot let it go. I'm a bit like that. This feather would also signify a little bit of self-harm, whereas it doesn't necessarily mean physically self-harming, it could mean mentally self-harming. This feather would be about looking in the mirror and hating what you see, not feeling like you're good enough, perhaps worrying too much, or just not accepting when other people say you're fine, you look great, or you're really good at that, not taking a compliment easily and being a little bit self-critical. What I call that in my development group is stinking thinking. Everybody does it. We all do stinking thinking. But the problem with stinking thinking is if you tell yourself often enough that you're too fat, too this, too tall, too small, too whatever, it sinks into yourself and you begin to believe it. And it's an untruth. It's a limiting belief and it limits you in life. So there is something that you're pretty hard on yourself about. And you need to just cut yourself a bit of slack. Give yourself a break, because I feel you're not at all a bad person. You would have a heart of gold, okay? I feel now, I can see you've got a young person in your picture, but I want to talk about either you were there when someone was born, or you would know where someone was a birthing partner, but it's about being there from the moment they come on to this earth and never letting them go. The apple of your eye. Right, okay. Right, so you'd be reflecting that on yourself if what I'm getting is right, Ivy, okay? You would be reflecting on, was I not enough? Or feeling, speculating about why this has happened and what you could have done about it. So it's definitely about, I have to say, when this feather does come up, it is about self-harming, whether it's mentally or physically. So, I'm trying to be gentle about that, because that is such a strong subject. We have to tread carefully with it. But you would definitely understand where the stinking thinking came in and the sad thoughts came in then, okay? The green is about it's time to regrow. It doesn't mean forget. It just means life won't ever be the same, but you're learning to live differently now. It's a regrowth, but learning to live differently, okay? Your thinking will calm down. But I know from the second feather that I picked for you, all you want is peace. Peace from your own thoughts. Peace from, I'm always going to feel like this. Is this how I'm going to feel every day that I wake up? No, you won't. It will always be there when you wake up, but it will not be the same. It doesn't go away. And anybody that sits here saying, oh, you'll be fine, you'll never be the same, but you're allowed to live again. And this feather, it's funny how I really wanted to do another reading, and you must be needing it, is about pulling life back together again and learning to live differently, learning to live as a whole person again. And it's funny, but we think when someone goes to spirit, we say they take a bit of my heart with them. Yeah, they do, but then they take a bit out of theirs and plug the hole. So the hole is there, but it's been plugged with a bit of theirs. So you've still got a whole heart. You're still a whole person. And looking in that mirror and not liking what you see and being tough on yourself is just part of healing. It's just part of the healing process, okay? Now, I get a really strong initial G somewhere for you. A big, strong initial G comes in. So Gary, Graham, Grant, George, there's a G somewhere, okay? And I know that I have to talk about you laughing about the bed or the duvet or the sheets or something. Like, how am I meant to do this on my own now? Thanks. And speaking out. You will feel like you again. You will feel like you again. I've had experience of this personally, so I feel I can talk to you personally and say you will feel okay again, okay? Now, going back to these sheets and pillowcases and duvet covers, there must have been something that you got infuriated about recently, like, how am I meant to do this on my own, or these sheets keep coming off, or there's something about your bedroom that you're not happy about. Because I hear this gentleman laughing like anything, sort of like, well, I got out of doing that, didn't I? So there is a big laugh round about it saying, I would have done anything to get out certain jobs. And there you go. I got out of doing the bed, or got out of moving the duvet, or changing something in the bedroom. So know that this gentleman is watching you, and he is laughing again. And that's how you would have wanted him to be, laughing again, okay? Now, he doesn't want you to worry about the person that showed up at his funeral or his service. Don't worry about that, doesn't matter. So someone showed up that had a bit of a nerve showing up, is what he's saying. And he's given a little bit of a wink about, you know how I felt about them, and I know how you felt about them, and it's like he's saying that's gone to the grave with me. So it's like, oh, here's that insufferable person. And you would have had a private joke about someone that you both thought was a bit of a bore or a bit of a know-all. They showed up, and he's going, oh, God, they showed up, sort of thing. So know that he's having a laugh about things with you. You can still have that laugh with him, but what he wants most of all is the very last feather that I chose for you. Now, I wanted to change feather to father there. So father, that word is important to him. father, either it's his father or he is the father, and that is really important to him, that peace is brought to that situation about either being a father or his father. So we need to bring the super king bed is hard on you. I hear you. Ivy, you've got a super king bed. It's like wrestling an elephant, isn't it? He wants to bring peace to the situation regarding the issue with father or being a father. So he brings peace to that, and if he wants peace for it, you have to feel the peace for it also, okay? Now I'm just going to ask him for something for you, okay? What a strange thing to give you. I'm going to give you it because one thing that I've learned with spiritualism is never question what you get. And this gentleman brought you in an antique. So I don't know if you know someone that likes antiques or collects old things, or you have the old thing, the specific antique, or the old thing that's, you know, it's been passed down, but he sort of makes me feel like it came from his family, or you have to keep it. But he showed me something that opens as well, and for all the world, it looked like an old Fabergé egg. So I don't know if you can understand a piece of Fabergé jewellery or a Fabergé egg or the Russian connection somewhere. He's bringing that in. So if you can't understand it, that's okay. Sometimes Spirit gives us something so that you look for it. And when you see it, that's a sign from them that they are very, very much still around you, okay? But I hope that you can take all the love in the world from your lovely man, and I know that he's going to make himself felt even more round about you, especially when you're changing the bed. I'm sorry. They don't always come in with great bunches of roses. Sometimes it's the mundane things that they want to talk about. So I know that he talks about laughing at you trying to change that great big bed, okay? And I'll leave all his love with you, okay? And I hope you enjoyed that, okay? So thank you very much. It goes so quickly. It goes so quickly when I'm on here. I do lots of other things. I don't just do feather readings. That's my main thing. But I also do sand art, scrying. I do scrying pictures with a super duper little thing that I've got. We do colour readings and caustic art readings. So if Richard has me back, I'll maybe come back on and do something different the next time, because I think different's good. It keeps the interest going. So don't forget to like the page, share the page. Don't forget to tell your friends about it. And if you write a review, please, then you could be in with a chance of winning a lovely set of the Dragon cards. And don't forget Veronica on Friday with her red mosty, okay? And I'll wish you all a good night. Thank you so much for watching me tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it.